I'm not sure whether or not you listen to my podcast, but it has millions of downloads. And I often get emails from people asking questions about things that I'm talking about on the podcast. And someone said to me, they said, Jim, how do I use ancient wisdom to unlock the mysteries of my mind? On the outside, that's a really good question. And you probably want to know the answer to that also. But let me share something with you here. There's an operative word here. The person wants to use ancient wisdom to understand their mind, to unlock the mysteries of the mind. But the pivotal question here is, what is mind? Now, this is going to be a big video. I'm going to condense it, and I'm going to give you some food for thought here. What is mind? What is your mind? Now, many people think mind and brain are the same thing. No, it's not. Your brain is a medium for your mind. Just like, for example, when you're in your car, or even right now, guess what? Whatever device you're watching this video on, that's not me. I'm here sitting in my home. It's literally frequency that you're watching. The device you're watching on is simply the medium through which this video is coming through. Your brain is the medium through which your mind energy comes through. Now let's go back to what is mind. So many people think they are their individual mind, meaning, ooh, I have thoughts about I need ham at the supermarket, and I need bread, and I need to pick up my laundry, and I got to do this, I got to do that. And then we think that's all mental. Generally, that's not all mind. That's brain. Your brain operating on autopilot. But let's go back to mind. Now, maybe you've heard, maybe you haven't, but you probably have, because if you follow me, you're probably into spirituality, mind, brain, human performance, personal development, in that you probably have heard before people having accounts of them dying. I call it transforming. They leave the body, but they die, but yet they can see things in the operating room. They can see the EMTs working on them. They have recollections of a different life, an afterlife. We call it a NDE, near-death experience, which, by the way, I've been on the verge of that before. And I remember asking my brother-in-law, Don Javier, the shaman, and shamans are masters of consciousness and energy. I was asking him a question about mind and dying. How is it that people, the physical body and the brain, are dead, but yet they can still experience what's happening in that body that they're watching? And that for me was a pivotal moment in my learning and my education about mind, because what I learned is that your mind is not local to your body, to your brain. Meaning, when I say not local, your mind is not housed in, for example, the device that is you, meaning your brain and your body. Just like, for example, this broadcast right here, this video, whatever you're watching, listening to audio, is not housed in the device you're watching it on. It's come through me, through the frequencies, through the vibration, through the airways, through the electromagnetics, from me, through all of that to you. And the same thing with you. Mind is like a cosmic soup. It is everywhere. So when somebody asks me how to unlock the mysteries of the mind, I want to go back. I'm not sure what they were asking, and I should have clarified that, because the mind really isn't that mysterious. But the mind is not your human identity mind, meaning Bob or Susan or Jim's mind or any of that. Your mind is like the cosmic soup, and everyone's part of this soup. Carl Jung called it collective unconsciousness, and scientists call it consciousness, meaning everything in the universe is part of just this, for lack of better words, this soup of consciousness in the universe. So every thought you have, as a matter of fact, literally is operating in mind. So I want to share a little spiritual hack with you. I don't like calling it that, but it's kind of that. Every night before I go into dream time, which, by the way, you don't go to sleep in dream time. You're not awake now. You're not asleep in dream time. You literally are just different states of awareness and consciousness. But what I do before I enter that state of consciousness we call dream time is I will say, divine mind, please take me, please show me, please allow me to blank whatever it is that I'm looking for. Because when we're in dream time, what happens is our analytical mind gets out of the way. And then what happens is we're pure, unfettered consciousness without the hindrance of our analytical left brain mind getting in our way, or the brain and the brain thinking getting in the way. The hack for you, the spiritual hack, could be for you that when you go to bed, simply just set your intention and ask, Divine Mind, I intend, please, bring me the answer or the awareness or the realization or the perspective of blank, whatever it is that you're looking for in your life. So the person that asked this question, how can I understand the mysteries of the mind? That's too broad of a question, because we will never understand that while we are in this physical body, because this mechanism doesn't have the capacity to understand that. Yet, your mind outside the body, that's why I mentioned NDEs, your mind operates in the totality of the universes. Notice I didn't say universe, but I said universes. Ponder that, take that little hack, try it. I'm very curious as to how it works for you. Remember, the world needs us. We need to continue transforming and evolving and growing. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you over on another video. Bye-bye.